Good morning YouTube and welcome to episode 32 of Summer Shredding. It's June 1st, which means I can no longer rely on what episode it is by the date. So be prepared for me to mess up all kinds of dates and what episode we're on and all that good stuff. So prep yourself for that. Today we're going to be hitting chest and tris, as I said last night. We've got sort of pushing movements today. That means sort of like dips as well. So I'm going to do a little bit of fly because I want to stretch out my chest a little bit after the massage yesterday. And then triceps, I'm going to be hitting the inner head of the tricep and really trying to fully exploit the presser movements today in the gym. So I'm also going to do a little bit of cardio, not very much because my legs are really sore. So yeah, hopefully today's workout is as good as yesterday. Hopefully I should feel more of a pump due to the massage. I'll speak to you guys in the gym.
The silence calls to me from the treetops of this world. A balance, feeling free. I'm a part of this place of birth. And I know it cannot last, but at last I can finally breathe. And I know it cannot last, but at last I can finally see.
So guys, can we just take a minute to say how good that workout was? That was phenomenal. It was so damn good. I don't know whether it was because of the treatment last night or whether it was because of just worked hard. I think it was a mixture of both. But my upper chest is so sore. My triceps didn't get much work, but the exercises I did do absolutely killed them, especially that one on the preacher curl. If you guys can do that instead of using a flat bench, honestly give it a go. I did it. I saw Kai Green do it the other day. I take a lot of notes off of him because he's obviously should be Mr. Olympia at one point, and he's just freaking ridiculous. So definitely take some tips off him, but I took it off him the other day and oh my god, that's fantastic. Like definitely have an opportunity if you can to do that. I can't even talk, I'm that knackered, but yeah, it was really good. Also, new personal best for me. This time last year I couldn't do one dip, so I could not do one, not one single one. I did 20 today, which is a new personal best for me, so I'm absolutely stoked about that. I didn't think I was going to get it, I didn't think I'd get it this soon, and I thought, do you know what, I'm just going to keep going, and keep going, and keep going, and it was all down to my wrist position. Beforehand I'd have an overhand grip like that, So, and I changed it to putting my thumb on top rather than wrapping it round, which I don't like. So I put my thumb on top, so it's sort of like a medium position, and yeah, that worked. So I'm going to stick with that from now on. If you guys are having problems with dips, maybe give that a go. Do you know what? I think maybe next week I might even try weighted dips. But speaking of next week, obviously you know I'm going to be in Glasgow over the weekend, so I'm not going to be training. But on the 9th of June, so today's the 1st, on the 9th to the 14th, the gym's getting refurbished, which is good in a way, because they're getting a new squat rack and stuff. They're getting more machines. They're getting rid of some of the rubbish ones, like the tricep machine. I hate that machine. And I don't think the one that we've got is very good. Some of them are alright, but that one's just awful. But yeah, so I'm going to have to figure that one out. I think I'm going to go train at my old gym. So if I can get like a week's pass there from the 9th to the 14th, I'm going to train in the mornings, because I know I used to train in the mornings there, but I have no idea what the equipment's like anymore, because they had a refurbish since I've gone. So I'm going to look into that today and see what the price is. Do you know what, if it's more than 20 quid, I told them to piss off. But if it's like 7 quid, I think I might do it, just so that I can keep in the flow. So anyway, I think I can hear my bus, so I'll speak to you guys a bit later. So guys, today's a sad day. I've had to end my relationship with someone quite special to me. It's not Kelsey, before you jump to any conclusions. It's my gym bag. Now, if any of you are true lifters, fitness bros, or even broettes, you understand that that bag's seen everything. It's been there when you've been in the changing rooms and you're mid-bulk and you're the fattest you've ever been. It's seen you when you were skinny as you first were. This one's been with me since the start. So, anyway, enough of the sadness. Here we go. This gives me an opportunity to see what the hell I've got in my gym bag. So, over the amount of time that I've had this bag, which is about 2 years, because I used the bag to begin with that was just like a drawstring bag. You know, I didn't know if I was going to keep doing it. So then it got to that point where I then invested money in something that I enjoyed, in my lifting. So, and from that amount of time, I have accumulated tons of rubbish that are now in my bag, and I have no idea what's in there. So my main pocket went, so this one here, which is where I store everything in. So I quickly moved it over. I didn't really get a sneak peek of it, but some of it I was even surprised at just as moving it over. So what we'll do is open this bad boy up, and I'll show you it one by one. So first off the bat, I've got my camera case, my low pro camera case. Knew that was in there. This has been there a while. That's going in the new bag. What comes out next? Again, one lifting strap going straight in there. Let's try and... Right, so we have a bit of paper here. Oh, okay, that's meant to be in there. That's my hotel booking reference for this weekend. Right, okay, that can stay. Probably needed to get that out anyway. Caffeine pills. Something that's going to stay. That's where it went. iPod. So I got an iPod too. I wondered where the hell it went. This is one of the old school ones. I got this back in... I think I got this in 2010, maybe 2011 for my GCSEs. So if you don't know what they are, they're like when you're about 15, 16, you take tests, and I did well in them, and my parents bought me an iPod. Say well done. So if you guys don't get that, try and get that from your parents. Work pass, which you are not seeing, because actually you probably can. So I'm going to cover up the company name. Wait for it to focus. Please don't focus, actually. That is my work pass. If you get any picture of that, that is my work pass. So that's what I look like when I scan in. Fat without a beard doesn't do me justice. We have a pen, which I'm going to stick in my pen holder. We have chewing gum that's X years old, so that's going in the bin. Oh, we have a book. When I was doing my bulk, I was going for more of a powerlifting side of things at the beginning of this year, and I could never remember what my personal bests were. So I have got a list of all my personal bests at that point, which some have been smashed now. Like a squat 140 kg, that's smashed, done 150. Dumbbell shoulder press, 28s for 3, I haven't done that yet. Plate leg press, 200 kilos for 3, I've done more than that. Barbell curl, 40 kilos for 8. I think I've done more than that. Anyway, I'm going to get rid of this because this is no use to me now anyway. Second lifting strap, see if we've got anything else. Another pen, don't know why I need 2 of them. We've got anything else? And that's it. Oh no, we've got some resistance bands, which are a bit flimsy. I've snapped 2 of them, so I don't think they're going to go back in. But they were free off Amazon, so no big deal. Anything else? I've taken all the protein and Tupperware out of here already, because I do that as soon as I get in. That's a key point. So now what we're going to do is we're going to repack my bag. So I went out and bought a new one. I'm probably going to keep this for prosperity. I'm lying. But I couldn't quite get myself to get the same colour, so I'll be back in a second. So here we are, new gym bag, new era, new possibilities for gains. So here we go, it cost me £16.99, brilliant idea. I usually have a spare pair of headphones in my bag too, but considering all my headphones had broken, and that's why it broke, to be fair, is because I bought a new set of headphones, which I'll show you in a second. So yeah, I'm not going to put my iPod in there because there's no need, because the headphones that I bought are Bluetooth. So the pocket of pockets, receipt, let's put you there. So in this pocket we'll start off with lifting straps, or do we rearrange? I'm going to put lifting straps in the middle bit, I think, because we've got some inside pockets here. Yeah, that lifting straps can go in there, which I'll probably forget about and start reaching for, but I'll remember, don't worry. So lifting straps can go in here. I'm going to try and keep this one more organised, which is not going to happen. I only use the lifting, well, I'll be using the lifting straps tomorrow, but I only use them on back and sometimes legs. So rubbish pass can go in there, caffeine, camera case, and then I think that's it. So I have all that stuff that I had in there, that's all I'm putting in there. So anyway, onto the headphones real quick. I haven't unboxed them yet, so let's have a look what they are. So here we go, I got these. So they're £20, as you can see. They are, I don't know what brand they are, Mix Audio. I don't know if they're any good, but they were nice and cheap, so to be fair, I'm not really that fussed. So let's take a look at them. You can get them in white, black or blue. So I got them in white because, I don't know, I like white. It matches, well, not my phone, I didn't get my phone in white. Probably should have got my phone in white. Here we go. USB, so it's of course it's chargeable. I get a little bag with it. Or is that instructions? That's instructions, that's a shame. So yeah, they don't look particularly sturdy, but I don't need particularly sturdy. So let's put these in, see what they look like. I know I meant to put them over here. Yeah, they work. Well, I don't know if they actually work yet, but yeah, I'm definitely happy with these. So now I don't have to worry about when I'm bench pressing having stupid stuff running all over me. Is that Reebok? No, Radio Peg. Or, yeah, it's Radio Peg. I mean thick. Anyway, I'm going to get all this put away and I'll speak to you guys later. So guys, I'm back. I haven't typed up yet. I just wanted to talk about something that I remembered that I wanted to talk about this morning. Now, I mentioned this morning about protein shakes, and I know I just mentioned then about having protein in my bag. Now, I'm going to twist you around a little bit because you're a little bit off centre. So, protein shakes. Everyone has a different view on them, whether you need them or not. Now, personally, I don't think you need them. Now, saying need, in other words, it's a necessity. I don't think it is. I think that, and I know, for me, it's quite possible for me to get the protein that I need in a day with my food, with just food alone. It is possible. I could do it, and probably quite easily. But, on the same vein, with a protein shake, whey protein is one of the most... Well, okay, I've touched on this before. People seem to be under the assumption that whey protein is the fastest protein there is. That's a myth. Whey protein is moderately fast. It's probably about 50 to 80% in speed of its how quickly it will absorb into your body. The reason why people think it's so fast is that the rest of them are so slow. So the beef proteins, the caseins particularly, the soy proteins, all of those, they're very, very slow acting proteins, which is great if you want to start repairing throughout the day. So having something like chicken and beef and steak, I know beef and steak are the same thing, but eggs and stuff like that as meals is great. But having them straight immediately after a workout, you're looking for something a little bit faster. So you want something that's going to start working as soon as you walk out that door, or as soon as you neck that drink, or whatever it may be. So for me, having a protein shake means that I know that I've got some fuel in me and I'm not eating away at my muscles as soon as I walk out that gym. Now for people with cars, or if I had a car, or they live relatively close to the gym, it wouldn't be a problem, because I know that I could go from A to B and get a meal in or something. I know I could do that and there wouldn't be a problem, because I want to use as much of the half an hour to an hour of anabolic state that I can. So by me having a protein shake, I know that I've got something to work off of, even if the bus crashes or breaks down or something. I know I've got that behind me and I don't have to worry. Then when I do get home and I do have my breakfast, or whatever time of day the meal might be, I don't have to panic. In other words, I need something fast, I need something now. So that's what the mindset is behind it. Also, if you are starting out, and this is the way I used to think of it, is when I first started, I was clean eating, so I wasn't eating junk food or anything like that. I wasn't counting anything, hence why I didn't lose weight. But my treat was the chocolate protein or peanut butter protein or whatever it was. That was my treat. So when I finished the workout, people would often go, "Oh, I've worked out now, I can go have a treat, I can go have a KFC, I can go have McDonald's." And my mindset was like that. I won't lie to you, that's what I wanted, that's what I thought. I burnt so many calories, I can have that. And if I went like that, I think I would have put a lot of weight back on. So instead, I substituted it with something sweet in the form of a protein shake that I knew was only going to do me good. So that's another thing. Also, when I wasn't counting as well, I have 2 of those a day. So for a mid-afternoon, mid-morning snack, I'd have a protein shake, which worked out really well, especially because where I was working, it was really fast-paced. So you didn't really have time to go to the kitchen and heat up your meal or whatever. You had to literally just go boom, boom, boom. So if I got some water, mixed up my protein, dunk, 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 neck it, done. Back to work. So that is definitely a pro of those. But as I say, it's not a necessity. But anyone that is wondering, what are the side effects of protein? There's not really any. There's really not. The only side effects you'll get are the similar ones that you'd get if you ate that much protein anyway. So what I mean by that is you get what you call protein farts, which is basically where you more regularly fart and it smells a lot worse. But you'd get that the same if you was eating the same amount of protein anyway. All protein powder is powdered food. It's essentially powdered milk without half of it. So whey and casein make up milk a little bit. There's other bits obviously that go into it, but they're the 2 main two main proteins in it. So by taking the whey on its own, you can mix whey and casein protein. I don't particularly like casein, it tastes funny. But by taking that out, all it is a part of milk. So unless people are adding stuff to it, okay, you got flavourings and things, but you don't have to worry about those. But unless they're adding things to it, like, a careful word to be aware of is blend. Now, blend protein can be a mixture of different types of protein, which is good. Some people react better to it. I don't. It makes me go really sort of, my stomach starts churning and all those sorts of things. Doesn't end well with me. However, it does have more proteins, and the more different types of proteins you can get in your body, the better. So instead of just eating chicken all day, you want chicken, beef, eggs, fish, beans, nuts, all as many different types of proteins as you can. You're going to get better results. So if you get a blend, it's going to be more effective. It's just whether it agrees with you or not. So a blend protein, soy protein comes from soy, beef protein comes from, guess what, beef. Again, it's very, 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 very basic. Protein is probably the safest supplement you can take. Still doesn't compare to real food. Real food all day, every day will be better if it's widely available to you when you need it. If it's not available to you, that doesn't mean you skip it. You have a protein shake instead, or a protein bar, or something like that. So it's that you don't miss out a meal to have a protein shake and protein bar. That doesn't work like that. You'll get nowhere. Your body won't react as well to it, because essentially it's not real food. But on the same vein, as I say, something is better than nothing. So having a protein shake to aid your meal, in case that you might miss it or miss the anabolic state or something like that, is going to be way better for you than completely missing it and just hoping for the best. So anyway, I hope you learned a bit off that. This is episode 32. It is 32. Episode 32. I'm going to end it here. I'm going to get packing because I still haven't finished packing my case for the weekend. So tomorrow I'm going to touch a little bit on carbs, because I know I did a little bit on it about the fruit, which I can't remember which day it was. Monday? Possibly Monday. But yeah, so I know I touched a little bit on there, and I'll explain the importance of them and what the hell they do. So anyway, I will speak to you guys tomorrow morning for a back and biceps workout.